Hey everyone, this is Scott with Mobile in 5 to 10 minutes. Today we're going to look at UITableView and how to implement swipe functionality, more specifically a delete button. Before we jump in though, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you more content. And if you have any questions, please post. I would be happy to address any questions you may have. So let's go ahead and get started here. I've created a single view application in Objective-C, and I am going to create our table view real quick. So I'm going to grab a table view, drag that over to our storyboard. Let's resize it real quick. Not concerned about constraints or anything like that for this tutorial. Going to grab a table view cell, place that in there as our prototype cell. And with this, just because of what I'm doing, I'm going to set the style to just subtitle, and I'm going to use a reuse identifier as cell. Okay. The last thing that I need to do also is go to our table view, select our data source, and I'm going to set it to the view controller that it's contained in. So I've already pre-populated a few things in our view controller. The first thing that I did was I implemented the UITable data view data source protocol in our header file, and in our view controller I've went ahead and I've created a mutable array, table array. This is what we're going to use for the data, and I've placed into it some data, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also I've gone to our cell for row index path, and I've went ahead and updated and created the text, detail text label, and also an image view that I've already placed in our asset catalog, which is just a simple little Objective-C icon. So we should have here an application that does come up with 5 elements in it with very simple table view cells, and as you can see they display no problem. So in order to implement a swipe on here, we have to also now implement one of the editing style for our protocol UITableView data source. And so if we go into view controller and go ahead, and you can just start typing it's called commit editing style protocol. That is a method that as your table view loads up elements, it's going to also ask, hey, is there any sort of editing style for this cell that I'm created, and this gets called. And so as you can see here, it's very straightforward, the table view that we're using, the editing style that it wants for it, and also the index path for that cell, very similar to the cell for row index path. So let's go ahead and put some code in here real quick. So we're going to say if the editing style that we have is equal to UITable view cell view cell. Oh, there it is right there. We're going to use the delete for this one. If it's equal to that, let's go ahead and do something with that. And very simple, we'll just say to our table array, which is our data that we're using, let's go ahead and remove an object at its at an index, and we'll just say index path dot row. And last, we need to do some sort of animation with our table view. And we're going to go ahead and delete the rows at index path. And so here it actually expects an array of index path, but we're only deleting one element at a time. So we'll just go ahead and say, place in here the index path. And then with row animation, and let's do something kind of nice, UITableView animation fade. We'll go ahead and and set that. So very simple to implement. We've committed an editing style to this, and we've told it to add a delete and to remove the object from our data source, and also delete the row in our UI table view. So let's go ahead and run that. And as you can see, if you do a swipe on this, you'll get a delete button, and when you hit delete, it will go ahead and remove it from our array and also from our table view. That's basically about it. I hope this helps. Thank you.